Hello, folks. Jim Voss, once again, high atop my garage, Aiken, South Carolina, with just my opinion. And I am out of Facebook and YouTube prison. I can now post videos again. I have to watch my language, and I have to be careful about who I talk about. So when I talk about someone, I hope you know who I'm indicating. But anyhow, it's good to be back. We've got patriotic music going in the background. I'm going to turn that down in just a second. And we're going to get started with a podcast that I think is going to be an excellent one. Let me turn down, I love it, our national anthem. Yeah, maybe a couple more pongs there. Okay. Well, Krusty the Clown has got COVID. We're all sorry to hear that. I thought, as he referred to it, when, maybe a month, 6 weeks ago, don't have to worry about it. If you're vaccinated, and if you have the boosters, you will not get COVID. He got the vaccine, and he got the boosters. He still got COVID. Now, it's a mild case of COVID, so we're not to stay awake at night and worry about the health of the Commander-in-Chief. Maybe you're Commander-in-Chief, not mine. He's just the Commander-in-Chief, only by title. Excuse me. I'm not sure that Headboard Harris, the Vice President, will get COVID. Maybe some other kind of horizontal infection, but I don't think she's going to get, I can't get my mic right. I don't think she's going to get COVID. I really don't. Maybe that alphabet disease or whatever. I don't know. The kind you get when you're trying to earn a new Mercedes. I just don't know. The Marine hymn right over there. I wasn't a Marine. I served with some great Marines around the world. I was Air Force, then I was Army for the last 17 years of my 25-year career. Met and served with some fantastic and crazy Marines. Good people, strong people, willing to fight people. Outstanding. I miss the military, I really do. You get to take the situation, blow stuff up, attack a neighborhood or two, and then come home to the ticker tape parades. I've just made some good friends on When and Where. It's a site for Vietnam veterans. And wow, it's got a lot of followers. If you're a vet, I encourage you to check it out. Called When and Where. You can find it on YouTube. Put in your paperwork, join up, and share some experiences and some photos about where you were and what you did. We need to keep all of our veterans organizations, our veteran blogs, our veteran postings. We must remember who secured the freedom that we enjoy so much right now. We must understand how it was bought and paid for. We must remember that some people, some very brave people, paid for it with their life. We must remember that some people paid for it with parts of their body, with limbs that they came home and did not have anymore. We must remember that some people came home whole in body, only to face the horrors of PTSD. To battle with the VA, to try and prove that you were where you said you were, and you did what you said you did. I was talking to a friend of mine, Bill, on When and Where, and this is my theory of how we can come up with these odd and unusual diseases so many years after being in a combat zone in a third world nation. Number one, our body, being here in the United States, builds up a tolerance to the germs and the bacteria and the flus and the colds and whatever. Our body makes itself able to reject and to fight those poisons that are in the air and in the food we eat and in the milk that we drink and whatever that bombards our body every day when we take a bite of food or we swallow or we get into some dust or something and we breathe it in. You see, our bodies acclimate themselves to what is trying to invade us. Now think about this. Our doctors know and understand the diseases that we have right here in the United States or in the Northern Hemisphere, let's just say. Now take that same healthy body of that young soldier and you put that person, that valiant soldier, into a region, an area, a country, a province that is riddled with bacteria and germs that our body has never seen or tried to fight off. We are now bombarded with every kind of unknown disease, from impure drinking water to cuts and bites and stings for bugs that we don't have here in the United States. Our body can fight off a wasp sting, but bug X, Y, and Z bites you in Vietnam or in Iraq or in Korea, and then it lies dormant for 10 years or 3 years or whatever, and then all of a sudden this cell that is in your body that's running around begins to mutate itself, and it becomes a disease that we've never heard of, that we have no explanation for what it is. I am a victim of the oil fires in Iraq. I am a victim of inhaling toxins. I have had a quadruple bypass. I have had ischemic heart disease. I have had leishmaniasis, sores in my mouth, coming home from Iraq. But Vietnam, you have not only do you have the area that it is just bombarded with, and every kind of germ and bad thing that you can think of is trying to get into your body, and then the government stacks Agent Orange on top of that. It's used as a defoliant to kill the greenery of plants and trees and bushes, so that we can see who we're bombing, and that our people can see how to get through the dense jungle in Vietnam, because you could be on the Ho Chi Minh Trail and simply step off 3 feet into the jungle, and an entire battalion could pass you and never see you. That's how thick it is. I've seen, and every other vet that's been in Vietnam has seen, a centipede a foot long. Everything there grows much bigger because of the heat and humidity. I've seen roaches 3.5, 4 inches long. Seen rats as big as cats. I used to shoot them going from under one hooch to the other. Everything in that side of the world, and those parts of the world, hide the things that make us not sick just that day that we are there. It makes us sick long term. It makes us sick 10 years from then. It makes us sick 20 years from then. It makes us sick 30 years from then. Don't tell me it doesn't happen, because it happens with vets every single day. Agent Orange creates blastosis fatalis, blue babies. It produces birth defects that you wouldn't believe. It gives you bad sores. It gives you bad muscles. It gives you what you think is early arthritis. It gives you blinding symptoms. It gives you lungs that don't work. It gives you everything under the sun, and that's just one agent. That's Agent Orange. That's the one thing that the federal government decided to spray while troops were on the ground. Now, getting your compensation from the VA at times can be damn near impossible. You have to beg to be compensated for what's wrong with you. I have great paperwork. I have great notes. I have great documentation of everything that I endured in Vietnam, everything that I endured in Saudi Arabia and the edge of Iraq. I have great notes. I have the names of people who were with me when incidents happened. I have pictures of me in the middle of the oil fires, breathing all of that. But you see, the basic idea is that they hope you die before they have to compensate you for what's wrong. Now you go and you serve. You serve understanding that you may be shot by the enemy. But you don't go to serve to be crippled for life for a germ or a bug or a defoliant or whatever that the federal government used. You don't go to serve to become ill and or cripple and or having birth defects and passing that on to your children. You don't go and join for that. That's not service. Service is when you go and you pick up a weapon and you assault a hill and you take that hill and you kill the bad guy. That's service. That's hardcore service. But let me tell you what, I love the vets. I don't care if you sorted mail or blew up mountains. I could care less. The veteran who volunteers, the person who volunteered to go and serve, has my heart. She has too. Both of them, he and she, have my undying affection, love, and respect. You, as a non-veteran, maybe you don't have any family who ever served. You have an obligation to thank the veteran for what you enjoy today. Your children have to realize who got this freedom here and gave it to you, wrapped in a flag, soaked in blood and tears. If not for the vet, we would be speaking another language. If not for a vet, you would have absolutely zero, none, no freedom whatsoever. There may be a barricade around your neighborhood. There may be a barricade around your state or even your city. You would not have anything without the veteran. It's time to step up to the plate. Tell your congressmen, tell your senators, take care of the veterans. Because trust me when I tell you, they pump money into the VA, but all of that money doesn't filter down, doesn't trickle down to the vet. Go to the VA and look around. You're going to see a lot of people with clipboards. You're going to see a lot of men and women that have good paying jobs. You're going to see very few doctors, very few nurses. And the vet gets the short end of the stick. Under Trump, all of a sudden, the VA came alive. I had to wait 2 years to get a colonoscopy. Then they discovered my cancer at 3B instead of stage 1. Trump said if you got to wait longer than 8 or 10 days, you can go downtown to a doctor and the government will pay for it. And we thought, oh my God, you mean I don't have to wait 5 or 6 months to get me an appointment for a special problem that I'm having? I don't have to wait and see if the VA specialist can see me in next July or by Christmas. He was pumping money into the VA, and the vets were finally being taken care of. Do I miss Donald Trump? Oh, hell yes. Oh, hell yes. I miss him. I wish he was back. I hope he runs again in 24. I've got my sign over here. It's ready. Okay? I don't care what these Mickey Mouse railroading people decide they want to charge him with. If I've got a doctor over here who's got a bad personality, he's got a lousy bedside manner, and I hate him. I hate him the way he talks. I hate the way he tweets. I hate the way he shoves people out of the way so he can get in front of the camera. I just hate the way he acts in public. But he's got his colleague on the other side who is smooth and simple, and he's up front and he's polished. But the guy who's a lousy SOB's got the cure for my cancer. And the other guy, the one that looks so pretty, well, he doesn't have shit. He does not have the cure to my cancer. You know who I'm going to pick to work on me? I want that guy that nobody likes. The guy that talks out of turn, the guy that shows off, the guy who's brash, the guy who has them nasty tweets. You going to save my life? Let me tell you what. He saved a bunch of lives. Lowest unemployment of every race in the United States. Cheap gas. Energy independence. Do you know why he went to Saudi Arabia? He went to Saudi Arabia and said, you know what? We're not going to be a customer anymore. We don't need you. We're going to become oil. We're not buying your crap anymore. We're going to produce our own oil. In South Dakota and North Dakota, we have found 300 years of oil. 300 years worth of oil. And you know what? We're not touching 1 inch of it. We're not getting one barrel out. Because Krusty the Clown is across the water begging our enemies to help us get more oil. Amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing, isn't it? We're starving to death. We can't get food in the stores on time. We can't get insulin in on time. If we can afford it, we can't get baby formula on time. This world has gone to crap. I mean, it's right in the dumper. And Krusty the Clown says it's Putin's fault. Come on now, give me a break. Putin's fault? The hell has Putin got to do? Except that he won't give us any more fertilizer, which means we're short on fertilizer, which means that, what was it, 22 billion tons? Well, that's a lot of fertilizer. Didn't get to the farmer, so we had farmers that didn't farm. They planted late, or they didn't plant at all. How much more can this guy screw this nation up? Didn't know anything about Hunter Biden's overseas affairs, yet he visited his daddy 36 times while he was a sitting vice president. But we're worried about whether or not Donald posted a bad tweet, so we're still trying to impeach him. I don't know how the hell you impeach somebody after they're already out of office. But they're looking for everything that they possibly can on this guy. And it's going to be like before. The crap's going to bounce off. They're not going to be able to pull it together before election time. We are going to take the House and the Senate. And on day one after November the 2nd or 3rd, whichever we're going to have the election on that date, when they take office in January, I want all the new people to step up and say, all right, let's impeach Krusty. Why not? That's exactly what they did the very day that Donald Trump won before he was ever even sworn in. They started to impeach 45. Well, guess what? I think it's time we turn the tables and impeach 46. Oh, God help us. Then we get the horizontal mambo queen after him. I don't know how many we can impeach, but it's time to reverse the tables. It's time to reopen those drills and get that oil out of the ground and tell Rudy Poot to go sit on it. Help the good people over there win that war. Send him back to the Kremlin to finally die. He is, he's got cancer. Month, what is it, 12 months to 18 months he's got to live. And then tell all the people that have been giving us oil, selling us oil, bribing us with oil, that don't like us. I hope that the entire new Republican Congress and Senate drops their pants and just said, hey, you guys, kiss our ass. Hey, man, it's been fun. I'm glad to be back on the air. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be publishing more now, probably every second or third day. Please look for them. Okay, if you can't find it on YouTube, go to Buzzsprout. Jim Voss, just my opinion. If not, you can find me as Jim Voss. There's a whole lot of us on, believe it or not, on YouTube. Same thing, just my opinion. I love it. I love you. We still have a beer to go get. We still haven't taken those warm showers together yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Always remember, Democrats are thieves and Republicans are cowards. Independents are just, I think they found the middle of the middle of the road. I'm happy to be an independent. Libertarians, they're kind of out there on the fringe, but they believe in no government. Laissez-faire. No hands-on government should be messing with them. This has been a bullshit alert. From Jim Voss, high above my garage in Aiken, South Carolina, proud to be back on the air. Look for me, please. We got about 200 readers now. I appreciate your time. You take care of yourself. God bless. You know I love you. I do. I'm talking to, you right over there. Right over there. You know where I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, right over there. I do. I love you. I hope you rest well tonight. You take care of yourself. I'll be talking at you again probably Sunday. God bless. As Seacrest used to say, peace out.